I guess we may be streaming.
Are we streaming right now?
We might be streaming right now.
Are you sure?
I don't know.
Can you ever really be sure?
It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell until 5 minutes from now when people see us streaming and say, hey, you guys are totally streaming.
But I want to know now.
Well, we're just going to guess now, and then...
I don't like to guess.
Well, tough. Whatever, we'll just open Mario Galaxy.
No, it's not Mario Galaxy. It's a Mario Galaxy style game.
You're right. You're right. When you're right, you're right.
Pompadourian.
You're right.
It's a Pompadourian game.
All right. Quiet on the set.
No. Maybe. Okay, I'll do it.
Pulled your leg. Oh, no. Why? Ah! All right. Here we go. For real. Hello, and welcome to another exciting episode of Cooking with Unity. I'm your host, Maximilian Moreau, and with me is my co-host, Philip Wilson.
I'm here!
We're both here. It's so
amazing.
exciting. It's been so long. I have missed you all so much. I've missed you all so much that I couldn't remember the name of my show when I was trying to blurt it out earlier. So yeah, I mean, so Phil went to, where did you go to? Illinois. And then I decided to go to GDC immediately after that to just prolong the agony without Phil.
Mm-hmm.
I know no one cares about me, so just actually that's not true. I actually met some people. People recognized me at GDC. That was weird. I had 5 people actually recognize me at GDC. Not gonna lie, that was a little weird, especially the first one.
I did not have anyone recognize me at GDC.
I'm so sorry you weren't.
I
at
wasn't
GDC.
there.
I know. We should have gotten you tickets and gotten you out of your workplace to do that.
Okay.
So maybe you can you can't justify that at your workplace, can you?
No.
That's dumb. There's things to learn. It applies to databases. I'm sure. There was a database kiosk.
Sure, there was.
There was. There totally was. You could totally, at least write off the trip. I don't know. Anyway, so I don't remember what we were doing.
Oh, I have no idea.
So we're just going to open up. I'm going to click
Not
the buttons.
only do I have no idea what we were doing, I don't remember the last episode because I wasn't here.
I think you remember the last episode that was this type of episode. Wait, no, maybe you didn't.
No, I wasn't. I was gone. So now it's a whole new world.
It's a whole new world.
A new fantastic point of view.
Oh yeah, that's right. We kind of turned this into a game, didn't we?
I don't know.
So now we've got these particles that show that we're moving, and we've got this sun here that's going to eat us up, and we're like, oh no! So we have to jump to the next planet, and then it's actually hypersolar system plumber, like in.
Oh, it is legit hypersolar system plumber.
Oh no! Get up there! Oh, go, Papadorian, go! I had a dream that the camera system was better. Unfortunately, it was just a dream. There's a new one. Okay.
So if you move
beating
too quick,
beating the spawner. Yeah, we just got this working last time. We didn't make it awesome, but we did make sure that you can always jump to the next one, which is more than I did on hypersolar system plumber. But they're all kind of right in a vertical line. Like if we just pause this and look at the scene.
Oh yeah, they are.
Yeah.
That sun is very angry.
They probably come out the other side eventually.
I would assume they would. What happens when you hit the sun? Do you die?
Nothing currently. You just take a ride onto the other side of the polygons. Let's see what it looks like. Okay, and then you're just kind of like, oh, okay. I'm just in space. I don't understand.
So what are
we travel to the other side of the
doing exactly? And where
particles are just to show that they're actually around our character, and they're there to show movement.
Interesting.
Actually, we're not moving right now, are we? Or did I somehow escape the particles? Oh, yeah. Weird stuff's happening at the center, at the core.
Why? What in the world is happening right
now? There's all the goo, the poobas. No, what are they called?
The gumboos.
The gumboos. I called them poobas in my That other
Hypersolar
than
system
hypersolar system plumber.
Okay, so what was happening there exactly?
So let's see what these things are doing.
Because we just got sucked up into the middle of the sun, it looked like.
Yeah, so move towards sun. That's why they move towards the sun as opposed to move down.
They don't
so.
get deleted at any point.
No.
They should get deleted.
Yeah, probably. Eventually. Someday. Who's going to do that, though? Like, that's just a lot of work.
I think we should do that.
Oh, okay. You think that's our job?
Yeah.
All right, let's start doing our job. All right. So,
Matter of
delete
fact, I do.
the planet. So is that the higher priority? Do you want death state? Let's do the deleting the planets
Delete
first.
on planets
So,
seems like a better thing to
so
do first.
what I'm going to do is, I think we should delete them once they are fully
Immersed,
inside
yes.
of, and I'm going to actually use the outside thing here just because
Yeah,
it'll
it's
be
there.
easier than not using it. So I'm going to actually put the script on the sun. I'm going to create a new C# script. We're going to call this Swallow Planet.
Could we call it Unicron?
Unicron. No one will ever know what this is referencing, and that makes
If
me
you
sad.
do know what this is referencing, tell us in the chat,
Yeah.
in the little comments.
I always
say.
love in the American version, one of the first lines in the movie is, "Look, it's Unicron," but in the Japanese version is Unicron dies. They really get into it.
Of course they do. But of course. Now you need to change the... Oh, wait, that's not what it's called. It's called Unicron.
Yeah. Okay. Fine. Unicron. Yeah. You're right. Is that how you spell Unicron?
I think
it
yeah,
is.
that seems right. Let me look up on the internets. Or the good old blog-a-blog.
No, but now they'll know to look on the internet. No, you've spoiled the competition.
Yes, that is
Now
how
they
you
can
spell Unicron.
pretend to know what Unicron is. They wouldn't have known to look if you hadn't looked.
Well, now I've invalidated it.
All right. So Unicron, swallows planets, like the namesake. All right. So this doesn't really need variables.
No, it doesn't.
So what we're going to do is we're going to, in the update loop, we're going to do an overlap sphere to figure out... Oh, wait, no. Overlap sphere won't work. Wait, let's check.
I was thinking an overlap sphere would work, actually.
Sphere. I think it will work. I don't think it will because I think it'll give you an overlap sphere result even if it's not completely touching or inside. So that will not work. So...
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah. Let's just do Unity Physics and see what we got in the script reference. So we've got line caps, cast, overlap sphere, check sphere, pliers overlapping the sphere, defined by position, radius, and touching or inside the sphere.
Captcha.
Is it still doing that to you?
No.
Okay, good.
No, someone said captcha, and that made me happy.
Excellent, excellent. It's the new YouTube catchphrase. All right, so we're not going to be able to do overlap sphere, or we'd have to do it in conjunction with something else. So, what would be the best way of doing this? I guess we could just do maths.
Maths. Look around.
Yeah. Did you say look around you?
Yeah.
I love those videos.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah. Let's just delete them when they get to the center or near the center or something. I don't know.
We could just delete them once they get to the center. That's not a problem either. I mean, if that's what you're going to do. That's the way you want to do things.
Sure, 3 dot almost. No.
Seems like we could do something with the... No.
Slow episode so far, guys. Bear with us. All right,
Yeah.
so I'm just gonna start typing some stuff until it works. So, check to see if the planet is somewhat inside of the sun in some form. All right.
If the sun is inside, I think it's just going to be math heavy to do
All right.
this.
So we're doing this on the sun. We probably shouldn't do this on the sun at this point. Because... Alright, so... What do we have to work with? We've got some colliders. We've got the sun, which I don't think has a collider. Oh, it does have a collider. So it totally has a collider.
Seems like we need math on the planets, actually.
Yeah,
where we
could
take
probably
their
do
radius
either,
and
but doing it on the planet
radius
is probably
of
going to be
the sun.
safer. Yeah, let's do that. So we're going to get rid of the Unicron script.
Oh.
Delete.
Do.
Careful, copyright. No, I'm kidding.
You really think they'd do that?
They might.
Yeah.
I find it funny that, like, for the longest time, Newgrounds actually just had that loop on their front page just
They really?
forever. You don't remember that?
No.
Just like you'd go to Unicron, it was just dun 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 dun, and it was just loop from there. Like it didn't ever go into the main theme or anything.
That's
It just
awesome.
was that. So, kill planet when appropriate. No, just kill planet.
Kill planet when appropriate.
Yeah.
Murder when it's all right to murder the planet.
Yeah, don't say it. We don't care about Unicron anymore. Unicron's dead. He's just a head orbiting Cybertron. So,
There we go.
if anyone
That's
hasn't seen The Rude Awakening of Optimus Prime, highly recommend that video. Look it up.
Oh, that one's great.
So, kill planet. So, let's just hard code it for right now.
Well,
What we're going to do is if the planet plus its radius is closer to 0, then, like, this thing's at 0. Oh, it's not at 0 either.
no, we should get the radius of the sun.
All right. So we have a tag on this thing, so we can get that. So let's grab it. Let's do a private,
Put it
private
into a variable at the beginning.
transform sun.
So I'm assuming the sun isn't actually moving through space. It's just the
equals-
planets
yeah.
that are moving.
Yeah, that way
towards
we
the
can
sun.
do it infinitely and not have the problems involved with that. Namely, floating point accuracy goes down as your numbers get bigger.
Yeah.
So sun equals game object dot get find game objects with tag a game object with tag sun, the other kind of sun. All right. Oh wait, and I did this as we'll do this as game object.
Yeah, I think that'll
We'll
work.
typecast later. So update. So if our distance from the sun. So should we do? Let's use the vector 3 distance just so people can see that it's there. Vector
Okay.
3 dot distance. This is exactly the same as doing the subtraction stuff that we usually do, but I'm just going to do it as a distance just because we can. So if the distance between game object, which is this planet, or will be as soon as, and the sun, no, just the sun. Thank you, MonitoDevelop, for believing me this time that there was a variable named sun. So, oh yeah, that's not a complete statement at all. So first of all, we need another bracket. Second of all, we need to actually compare this value to something else. So if it is less than
A YouTube comment
the
over
sun
this.
radius, which would be, it's like a unit sphere is set to scale 1, right? So we actually need to figure this out from the half scale. So it's less than sun dot transform dot scale. We will assume that it is a perfect sphere, so we're just going to grab one of the components. We'll just grab x. Actually, I'm going to use y. It doesn't matter. Who cares? Sun dot transform dot local scale dot x divided by 2.0 f minus the. Let's see. So, what game object are we actually doing? It's going to be the planetoid. It has a size. The gravity well is separate. Okay, we don't care about the gravity well. We just care about the size of the planet. So we're just going to use the game object dot scale dot transform. Actually, just transform. We don't need the game object. Transform dot local scale divided by 2.0f, and I will explain what this is doing. So, if the distance between the game object, which is this object that this script is attached to, and the sun is less than the so this distance is from center point to center point. It's not going to take it to the edge. It's not like it's not a magic function. It just takes the two transforms and checks to see their positions and does a subtraction. And then does a square root operation to get the actual magnitude of the vector, and then that's all done for us. It's just all magic. So less than sun.transform.localscale.x divided by 2.0f. This is the radius of the sun. And then we're further subtracting the radius of our object. And so what this means is I don't want
the scale the complete radius?
We don't want that. We want the diameter.
The diameter
in this case.
already.
We want the diameter in this case.
On both cases, right?
No, we want the radius in one case. Because the diameter will end up like half a sun away getting things deleted. Because we want... So remember, the distance here
I actually didn't think
radius.
that the scale was the radius. I thought it was the diameter. I think it's the radius.
It's totally the diameter. The reason being is if I create a sphere right now, this is a unit sphere. It has a scale of 111, and it has a radius of 0.5.
Oh, okay, perfect.
So
I didn't realize it had a radius.
So yeah. So we need to do the divisor. So we want
Perfect.
radius here, but we want diameter here because we don't want it when
want to make sure
the
it's
f is
completely
halfway
consumed.
in. We want it to be consumed. Yeah. Actually, wait, no, it will. No, actually, we
that's
need
correct.
to divide. No,
Oh.
it's actually divided by 2.0f. Because what would happen if we didn't have this subtraction here, if we didn't have this subtrahend, that is the real technical term that no one will ever ask you on any form of test ever.
No, you're right. Yep.
So in this case, the moment it hits the center right here on the edge, it'll pop away. We just need to pull it out a little bit further than that. So in theory, this will work. So now all we do is destroy game object. And so now if we hit... Oh, I did something wrong. I'm going to hit save again because I didn't actually save it the first time. Do we still have a problem? Oh, yeah. So our problem here is we're comparing the game object and the sun, which are both game objects, and this is a distance function which wants a vector 3 position. So it's actually going to be game object. Actually, it's going to be transform dot position
Dot sun.
and sun dot transform dot position. Save. Now these two little things should go away. Minus can't be applied to what?
Well, there's one X and one's not X.
Oh, thank you. Bad typing day. All right. I'm getting a lot of just mail right now for some reason. My phone's blowing up. All right.
Kablooey.
Hit play. All right, we're going to ride this thing down to our deaths, and we'll see if it deletes itself, and we'll see if we get a null reference exception because we'll no longer have a sun that we'll no longer have a planet that we own. Oh, we didn't attach it to anything, so it's not going to work.
That would definitely. Yeah.
So let's actually put kill planet on.
Why do we have multiple planetoids right away?
I'm going to put it on
The prefab? Yeah.
Kill planet.
Because then it won't matter.
Planetoid. We had to have some starting planetoids. So now, kill planet's there. Yay. Everything's happy. So
now we're going to ride.
So now I'm going to ride from the top so we can see it melt in and we can see when it decides to actually delete. And I imagine we're going to have some like null reference exceptions because we're no longer going to have a... Yep, there's our null reference exception. Where did our player end up?
This is a good question.
I'm just curious what happened to our player. It looked like it deleted at the right time though, so that's good. So, alright, I gotta get rid of this. Quit. Alright, transform player, find game object with tag player, transform. Alright, so yeah, wait, the player died? How did the player... Oh! That's right! The player's a child of the planet. And so when the planet was deleted, the player was just like, I'm dead.
That probably shouldn't be the case.
No, that shouldn't be the case, because what if there was that like last ditch jump and you're just about to make it, and then all of a sudden you just get sucked into a black hole because
Pretty much, yeah.
All right, so yeah, how do we fix that? So I guess Kill Planet is going to have to be a little bit smarter. All it's going to do is player. Wait, no, we'll get the player. Private game object.
Were we working on the... What happened with the 2D platformer, by the way? On the 2D Thursdays? I know it's
I didn't actually have a Thursday since the last time you did things, so we haven't done...
What were we working on?
We had the bullet patterns.
On a shooter.
Yeah, we had bullet patterns. Yeah.
Should pick up the platformer again someday.
Oh, the platformer. Yeah, we'll probably pick up the platformer again someday. The platformer was really a temporary thing just to play around with the 2D tools. But yeah, we will re-explore it, certainly. Yards at find, game object with tag, player. Alright. If player... Yeah, who cares about that? Yeah, it's just in case. If player. So we just want to make sure that the player exists, and actually I'm going to make it explicit. E does not equal null. Then we are going to unparent the player. So player dot transform dot parent equals null.
Just to let you know, the comments right now, YouTube, pretty sucky. Pretty sucky. Like YouTube itself is functioning horribly. Very slow with its comments.
I hate that.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so we're going to make the player transform parent null. We probably should reparent him to the... No, we don't want to reparent him to the nearest planet.
No, because then it'll automatically just go to the nearest planet.
But, oh, dang, how do we actually solve this problem?
We keep the planet alive for a longer amount of time while it's entering the sun.
Yeah, that's probably the better choice.
Instead of doing a radius check on the planet size, you just do a diameter check. It'll kick it down farther, and it'll still delete it.
Alright. We'll do that. Saves us a divide.
Yay! But then we also do have to have a separate death case for the player entering the sun, too.
Alright, so... Oh, I know what we need to do. This makes sense. I think this makes sense. So, let's say you're on your last jump, right?
Mm-hmm.
The planet gets destroyed. The problem with that was we need the player to be pulled towards something. He has all these calculations that require him to be owned by a planet, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm thinking we are going to do is we're going to actually make him a child of the sun at that point. So his velocity stuff will still work. He could still potentially get into the gravity well of another thing, but if he doesn't, he will then fall into the sun and die, which seems appropriate.
Okay.
So, and actually, I'm going to leave the divide by 2.0f here, unlike what we were discussing before. So we're going to need a little bit more stuff on the player. So what I'm actually going to do is, instead of doing game object player, we're going to do... that's fine. Alright, so what do we call the player? So do we call it camera AI? No, we call it player movement. Alright, so we're going to get player movement.
This one was that was the complex.
So player
that was the biggie.
movement PM equals player dot get component player movement. And actually, that's not how this works. It's the it's better to do it this way. So we have the player movement, and then PM dot what do we call it? Gravity source. I think this is our transform that represents the thing that we are.
Do we have a question of, could you only determine death if they are not jumping? But then the problem is the gravity source for the jump.
Yeah.
So
We'll kill the player by actually touching the sun with the player. We can use an overlap sphere or a bunch of other things, or just a collision or whatever.
I think the sun actually does have the collision, doesn't it? Sun has a big collision
it does,
sphere, so
yeah, so we can just use that. What did gravity source? PM dot gravity source. What is it? It's a transform. Source. Okay, so that's good. That means we can set the gravity source will be equal to sun dot transform, and we will set the player transform to parent into sun dot transform. And now, when we do this, we should end up falling into the center of the sun, maybe.
If we're lucky.
If we're lucky. So we're like, oh, I'm going to get to the highest point on this planet. It's totally going to save my life. And I'm going to... Oh, no! Now it's going to freak out.
What a horrible existence.
Yeah, we'll go and watch...
Oh, that's funny, because it's owned by the sun. It actually went to the outside of it. Did you see that?
Well, it's just getting velocity and then losing the velocity again is the problem, so...
Is that what's happening?
Yep. Here, if we go to the scene, we'll see he's falling through the sun, getting faster, going slower, 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 slower. And we don't have any drag on him, so he just keeps doing this forever. Which is actually what I expected it to do. Now, if the sun was a trigger... He'd actually land on the outside of it because we have a bunch of magic code that makes triggers really behave not like triggers anymore. We've really messed this game up.
Yeah, we have.
Okay, so now let's... so I think that's successful. All right, so now let's make it so if the player touches the sun, he's kaput. I'm going to probably put this on the player. So if col.tag equals planetoid, inside planetoid equals true, on trigger enter, if col.tag equals col.tag equals sun, we'll just make the player blow up for right now. Destroy game object.
Just murder that player.
Yeah. Should be right when you touch the sun. That seems like, I mean, like, admittedly it should happen way before you touch the sun if this was a real life thing. But since it's already so ridiculous anyway, should it actually be when you're fully submerged by the sun? Well, then we have the problem that we had before. I'm just going to make it touch the sun.
Yeah, I think that's fine.
We should make some sort of horrible melting effect for him.
That would be awesome.
That didn't seem like it killed him. Didn't seem like it made him stronger either. So why do we not get a collision thingy on there? So sphere collider is trigger... Oh wait, these are triggers, aren't they? Trigger error. Okay, so it has to be a trigger, so we'll make a trigger. And we'll apply this to our prefab, just in case we make more than one sun, which we probably won't ever do. Because there is only one sun in the universe, that's why we have all those stars on the outside.
Oh.
There we go. Let's clear up these null reference exceptions real quickly, like... Why is this coming up in a different window, even though I swear... I have a console here!
Not a good enough one.
God!
You need two of them.
I don't need two consoles.
You need two of
them. I'm going to close this console. I'm going to create window, console... Wait, where is it? All the way at the bottom. Why is lonesome? Alright, so this thing is find game object with tag. Oh, it's because we're immediately referencing transform.
So should we say if...
So, if...
the player's not...
So, player game object equals... We'll call this... We find it if player game object is not equal null. And then we do this thing. Actually, we do all these things because we're going to be using the player a lot. So we're just going to get rid of all of these.
Does that one use the player as well?
I don't care.
Oh.
Let's see, does it?
No.
Goal rotation. Goal rotation uses the player. So.
Okay, then yes. Maybe that'll fix every null reference exception
very well
ever.
might. All right, so I'm just going to
So what
kill
is the
myself early this time.
Pompadourian?
Die! I'm going to make it. Ah! There we go. Yep, no null reference exceptions.
Well, let's see what about when the planet dies? Or the gumboos?
I don't know what happened to the gumboos.
I think they're probably all floating in the planet.
Let's see what the gumboos are doing. So if we go to scene...
I think they are owned by the planet.
Oh, they were, so they got killed with the planet. And that was good.
Good.
I was happy with it.
Good.
Things are kind of working, yay.
Hooray, I like it when things work.
All right. So yeah, what else are we doing on this project?
I don't know. What we need the gumboos to be on probably every planet. Are they on every planet?
No, they're currently just one Gumbo spawner thing that's attached to one of the planets.
Does every planet need its own Gumbo spawner? Should we have the Gumboos have more AI?
Like, what do you want them to do? Like, go after the player or something? Or...
I don't know. I really don't know.
What does our current Gumbo situation look like?
The Gumbo situation?
So we got Gumboos. They, like, go around some completely useless axis.
I think we need more variation in the planet spawn location.
Oh, I'm dead.
Instead of just a straight line of planets.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's make the Gumboos kill us too, even though we're not really using them that well right now.
Look at we got a little combo system of how that.
Nah!
That is horrible.
Alright. I actually have an idea for that. I want to make a horrible death for the player. I'm going to start a coroutine, actually. Void, void, oh god, kill player. Need one more verb. Horribly. Actually, that's an adverb.
Horribly kill.
Alright, so what we're going to do now is we're going to, this is going to be an enumerator, and we're not going to destroy the player just yet, although we will at the end of this thing at some point. It will be after our yield return null.
Okie dokie.
Because I don't want to forget that. Alright, so we're going to start coroutine. Kill player horribly. So we do that. And what we're going to do here is, should also probably set the player as dead. So let's do a new bool here. Private bool is dead equals false. We will set it to true here. Is dead equals true. This is so that we can make it so the player doesn't do things anymore. So we'll just do in the update here. So I want him to actually reorient, but I don't want him to do anything else. Let's see if we can do that easily.
avoid horrible death.
So what do all these things do? We'll just get rid of this one thing here. If is dead, rather if not is dead. We'll just move him. I'm just curious what this will actually do. Alright, so in theory he should rotate and stay on the edge of the thing. I'm actually just going to test that right now. So
Already?
no, I'm not going to test that just yet. Alright.
Okay.
Oh, that was an alrighty, not an already. Okay.
No, I was alrighty. Yeah.
Okay. So I am still going to do more because I want to have more here. So what we're going to do is let's make a variable. Public float death time equals, let's make it, how horrible should it be? Let's do 3 seconds.
Horrible as it should.
3.0 F.
Really horrible. Really horrible.
3 seconds of agonizing sun melting.
Why does the Pompadourian fall face first towards the planet right now?
He doesn't. What do you mean?
Start up the thing.
Define. Oh, you mean right at the start?
Yeah.
It's because he's owned by the planet at the start? Wait, why does he do that?
Yeah, watch. See?
Oh, it's because we haven't moved him yet.
Yeah, but...
It's because we have this if statement here, where we use the player forward direction, but if he doesn't have a player forward direction, we use transform.forward. Although I don't see why this wouldn't rotate him. Oh, it's because his forward is, yeah. So yeah, the problem is player forward direction depends on the movement direction that we give him. Yeah, I'm just going to leave it for right now.
Alrighty.
I don't know. Alright, so is dead equals true. While, okay, so float t equals 0.0 f while t is less than death time t plus equals time dot delta time. We now have created a timer. We are going to put yield return null in here. We don't need the one here, I don't think. And we're going to scale him down to 0. So what we're going to do is player dot, wait, no. Game object dot transform dot local scale equals vector 3 dot lerp. Actually, no, we're going to do... Alright, so vector 3 new scale equals game object transform to local scale. Then we're going to take the y on new scale dot y. This is actually very similar to what we did with the Goombas. Equals
Gumboos
equals math f dot lerp. This is a linear interpolate. We're going to take it from let's get vector 3 initial scale equals game object dot local dot transform dot local scale. We need this because we need to have a from and a to. So our from is transform dot local scale. Our to is vector. Oh wait, no, just 0.0 f. And actually, I want this as a float, and we'll make it local scale dot y. I'm going to call it initial y scale. So I somehow typed in totally the wrong thing there anyway. 0.0 f, and then t divided by death time.
Yeah.
So that's a percentage of time towards death time. So once it gets to 3.0, it'll be at 0, and then finally we'll destroy the game object. So hopefully this will kind of work. We'll see what it does. So we're going towards the planet. It's like, oh, no. That didn't really do what I expected it to do.
What did you expect?
Oh, I didn't actually make it do things. So
no, it just kind of timed. It did exactly what I expected it to do.
Wait, no. Wait, why am I doing this today? Transform dot local scale equals new scale.
All right, let's try it.
All right, I'm just trying to see if there's something else we can do to make the character write himself properly.
No, there is going to be something that we're going to be able to do. It's just we'll need to figure it out.
I did save it. Good. I'm going to go to the top so it actually looks right, so you guys can see what I'm trying to do, because if I jump down, it's going to look really weird. So, it's actually going to look weird anyway. It's like, whoa. That was
probably the strangest thing I've seen
yeah.
for a while. That was really weird.
So we probably need more of his logic than just the movement thing, because evidently it totally got him attached to another. Like, the other planet, I think, touched him, and then
something happened.
Yeah.
It, like, shot off. Like, see? It was suddenly owned by the next planet for some reason. Then the scale only went down by one axis.
Well, suddenly is really likely to happen because we've got the gravity well is really close by, and as soon as this thing goes away, it's going to be pushing towards him real fast. Though it does look like it was nearly instant, but let's see what happened. So did we get a null reference? We didn't get anything, did we?
No.
Weird.
When is the planet actually dying off? I don't even know. I don't even know.
Alright, so let's do this a little bit wider.
Go back.
Let's just make this go
back to your enumerator.
Why?
I just was curious.
Alright, hold on. Let me undo so that I don't lose my place. Alright, what are we doing? Enumerator.
Yeah.
Kill player horribly.
Kill player horribly. Yeah, that shouldn't be doing what it's doing.
It's just because the parent is changing or something, so. So all we have to do now is, let's see. Gravity source opposition, transform opposition. So how did gravity source not end up just being in a really bad state when the planet was removed? Let's see. Gravity source. What are we even setting that? Okay, we're setting it in if we connect with a tag called gravity well. Huh. So we are applying the sun as the gravity source here when we kill the planet.
Mm-hmm.
So that's happening. Oh, I see. I see. So because we're recording the local scale, right? And as soon as we reparent it, because Unity's magic, it automatically rescales things so it looks like the scale hasn't changed, even though it totally has to change the scale for it to look right. And so the scale becomes like 0.000001, right? And so as soon as that happens, our 1.0 scale looks really, really big. And so he stretches the way out, and then he starts squishing back to 0 over 3 seconds.
That's weird.
So, what we're gonna do then is how do we solve this? So, initial Y scale, transfer to local scale dot Y. Kill player horribly. So, kill player horribly should probably... Okay, let's make it so in kill planet, if player does not equal null, and player is not dead. Player dot is and not player is dead. Oh wait, we don't have, that's not in the player. That's in, so player movement, we're going to grab fine, just fine. We'll check it after we get it here. So if the player is not null, then we grab the PM, and then if the PM dot is not PM dot is dead, I guess I made that a private variable. Let's make that a public variable. Public. And
Okay.
we don't want it to be in the editor, so hide in inspector. Right, I don't think I need that. We'll find out though. So now if player dot is dead, if not player dot is dead, then we do this stuff, and otherwise we don't care anymore because the player's dead.
Okay.
So now he should hopefully kind of squish out the way we expect him to. So I'm going to have him on the side here, which is going to look odd because he's going to squish directly down, even though he should probably squish into the sun somehow. Alright, it worked.
He was still owned by that planet, was destroyed
He
by
was
it,
still owned by the planet, so we should probably make him not owned by the planet the moment that he starts dying. Details. So,
the devil's in the details.
So at this point, we'll also do game transform dot parent equals null. All right, let's try it again.
It's a little funky. Maybe the parent should be the son when he's dead.
Wait, we do.
No, parent should be null.
Wait, how did that happen at all?
Oh, there's an error.
It happened once. In one frame, somehow the player was destroyed, and yet update still was called on him. On a script that was attached to the player.
I don't know.
Wait, what? Okay, that's the thing that happened. I'm just gonna... Why did it open another window? What? You're killing me, Unity. You're killing me.
It likes
All right,
to open
this is the
new
window
windows.
it likes, right? This is the window it likes. All right, I'm gonna put this window in here, and then I'm gonna delete this other window that it doesn't like. And let's see if that's a problem again. So I'm just gonna... kill me now!
I'm right here. What are you waiting for?
Well, I didn't get that thing that time.
Nope.
Okay, I'm gonna do it while he's doing his thing. Oh, probably because the coroutine is still... Wait, no. Because the coroutine would be done by the time that it's... Why? Hold on. Just want to see what it's doing. What are we doing? Missing reference exception. Transform has been destroyed.
Before.
Why did it happen? Wait, how did... Huh?
Oh, was it the movement?
Yeah, sorry. It's the gravity source position, I think, maybe. Wait. Object of type transform. Okay, so I was assuming it meant our transform. It actually means the gravity source transform. So all we need to do is just
sure that the
do the
player's
is
not
dead
dead.
thing. Yeah, like I was doing before, but got rudely interrupted. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm here for.
I know. Don't worry, I still love you. That sounded a little more gay than I wanted it to. My apologies.
Apologies accepted.
All right.
Why is it still opening it in new windows?
All right, we're just gonna have two consoles. Maybe let's see if it keeps making new consoles until I pull my hair out. All right, so let's see if we can actually start collecting consoles now. I'm no longer satisfied to simply.
But
So now we have 2 consoles, and we're just going to deal with that, and we'll see if it makes a new one. So I'm going to hit play and see if this thing hates me. Hit play. All right.
Bet you it will.
Why do you bet that? Why would you bet something that horrible?
Because computers.
But computers are horrible. Oh, I'm melting, I guess.
Oh no.
Didn't get any errors that time.
No console.
Oh, that's right.
Because we fixed it?
We fixed it, yeah. There is that.
Rad.
Alright.
It's good when we can fix it. We should
Make
make the
him
Pompadorian spawn normal.
Spawn normal?
Mm-hmm.
Define
So
spawn normal.
So he doesn't look like he's facing the planet and falls right on the planet.
Alright, so we need to figure
first.
out a different calculation for if we don't have a useful forward vector. So, our useful forward vector currently is camera movement direction based, which is forward and right based on the camera. Then we do a cross product of that, which makes some magic, and we... Alright, I got it. I got what I'm going to do here. So, right now we're doing a check if the square magnitude is less than a very small amount. We're going to actually do this check earlier. So I'm going to make this if statement earlier.
Why you gotta hate me, YouTube?
Forward direction is the cross between gravity vector and rightward vector. Normalized. So we don't want the character to just run around, so I'm actually undoing what I've got here. Hold on. So our problem is, if get axis vertical is 0 and get axis horizontal is 0, we end up with a 0 vector. And a 0 vector is not particularly useful because it doesn't actually have a direction. It is the only vector in the universe that does not have a direction. It has a magnitude but no direction. So, what that means... So what we were doing before is we would just use the player's current forward and just assume that it was somewhat close to reasonable.
Which it's not right now.
Which it's not. And so... So honestly, the easiest way to fix this is just to rotate him so he's pointing towards the planet. Like, that's the honest truth.
Yeah, I know it is. Or you could force movement for like a frame. Wouldn't that theoretically work?
Meh, that's about right.
Forcing movement for a frame?
Should probably rotate the camera as well.
Yeah, probably.
Because it makes the camera do a weird little move.
Yeah, a little bit.
What did I do? Oh, I just selected something different. Okay. Looked like he changed for some reason, so... God, he is ugly. Alright,
yeah, that's part of
his
chime.
His chime?
His
charm. Alright. So, yeah, let's see what we can do that just works, that will make it so, alright, so if we find out earlier, we can make the transform up position. Alright, so, let's make another private called isMoving. Private float is, no. private bool is
In motion.
moving. In motion?
That sounds better.
I like is moving better.
Okay, fine. Whatever.
In motion. But then I guess that's I don't know.
It's
I don't know. I don't know.
It's potato
All right.
potato is
So,
what it is.
is moving.
Doesn't
So-
matter.
If is moving. And this will just work because this won't work because we need to do more stuff to actually set is moving appropriately. So if is moving, then we move him in the forward direction. So we're going to determine if he's moving earlier than before. So I'm going to take this if statement, put it right about here. So if it's greater than that, then we say he's moving. So is moving is true. Is moving equals true. And additionally, so that's good. And then else is moving equals false. But then we want a camera movement direction that's not stupid. So I'm going to take this whole camera movement direction thing and we are going to make this just we're just going to get rid of these terms here. So it'll just be the transform forward and the can't transform right. Wait, that doesn't even make any sense. Just the transform forward. There we go. So now, in theory, he should just whip around. And there we go.
And he still moves
Done and
around
done.
normally and acts appropriately and cool. I think that's satisfying. What just happened there?
That's a very excellent question. I have no idea. Let's find out, though. So we do this. And
It was
we do
when
that.
it was when the planet died.
All right, so I'm going to pause here. Are we still owned by the original planet?
I have a feeling we are.
Got Pompadorian in here.
Okay, where is that planet? Show us in the editor. Oh no, we're on that planet.
Nope, we're on a new planet.
Okay.
Okay.
But the original
so-
planet is still there.
Yeah, let's just see what happens. Let's watch it from. I'm gonna do one of
turn
these.
maximize and play off.
Oh yeah, thank you. All right. Yep, he definitely freaked out.
So it's like he never.
But he wasn't
Something
owned
thought
by
he was
that
owned by
planet.
that planet still.
Oh, that's right. Kill planet just assumes that the player. Okay, if player is not equal null, and player dot parent player dot transform dot parent equals transform. So
Here's
now it shouldn't do that when just any freaking planet gets deleted.
We have a question of when you're programming, do you guys ever read a variable or word so much it looks weird and you forget how to spell it?
Yes. That is a very common thing, and it's actually really frustrating.
Yes, it is.
Yay, okay, so the world hasn't ended horribly. That's good. Alright, things are looking pretty hot. Things are looking pretty hot.
It's like the Pompadorian's having a pretty good chime.
Chime?
Mm-hmm.
Now he's having a chime?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll orient him properly. We got enough time. We'll just do a quick orientation on here. So we already solved the orientation problem, kind of. All we're going to do is, in player movement...
Should orient him to the sun.
So, if not is dead, then we do this stuff. If else, let's make him... We're going to do pretty much exactly the same thing. Just going to copy all of this and then just pare it down to its raw wonderfulness. So, we no longer care about the square magnitude because it's going to be horrible. And we don't want him moving anyway, so we're just going to use this. Wait, what was this variable called? It's vector 3, alright. Vector 3. Doing this in the broad strokes methodology. Alright, so we care about the gravity vector. We don't care about inside planetoid anymore. We care about the rightward vector. We care about the player forward direction. We don't care about moving anymore. We definitely don't want buttons.
No buttons.
No buttons. No jump logic. We don't want a velocity anymore. And we... Am I really doing that check again? We don't need that check again anymore. I'm not going to do that just yet. We'll do that on the next stroke.
Yes.
Just make sure that I haven't done something horrible. I will get rid of it on here. Why not? Because we don't care. We're just going to use this forward direction by hook or by crook.
What should we be turning into a piece of bacon?
And we don't care about the else statement here. And we don't want to change his position.
Whoa. Are we just deleting things now?
This is all in the else.
Oh, fantastic.
We're deleting things that we just made, so...
Okay, I'm cool with that. I just see things going away, and I'm like, oh.
So I'm going to move this back over, and let's maximize it again, and let's actually maximize it, and then we'll just be like, hey, I'm going to be really... well, he's slowly rotating back to the position.
That was much slower than I thought it was
All
going
right,
to be.
so instead of doing it rotate towards, we're just going to snap him. We're just going to, instead of rotate towards, it's going to be rotation equals...
That'll be...
So the 2 is rot. It'll just be rot. Equals rot.
rather sudden.
I don't care.
You don't care.
Death is sudden. What just happened there? All right.
Death is sudden.
Save. Play.
Sometimes it can really be drawn out, though, and slow.
Yes, well, we could adjust a variable and make it as slow as we want. We could make it an hour if we really... That didn't work.
No, it did not. It's the camera,
Did
probably.
not save?
Maybe it didn't save.
Wait. Huh? Why is it so slow now? Well, it shouldn't be slow anymore because we're just setting it equal, like right there. I mean, the forward direction isn't changing, I don't think. Oh, maybe it is. Maybe it's because... Okay, yeah, you're right. It's the camera. We'll fix that later. I am going to change this, though, and see if we need this anymore.
Okay.
Because I don't think we do. I think we can now just do this. Ah! Undo.
Did undo actually work?
Did you see that?
Yeah, it was horrible. That was horrible.
It did some really fascinating things.
Fascinating is a word you could use for it, yes.
Okay, so... Okay, so when we stop moving, he actually turns away from the camera. Which is not what he was doing before.
Oh, apparently the people want the Pompadourian to turn into bacon when he hits the sun.
I like that, actually.
I do, too.
We must have some Redditors online. Alright, we're getting missing reference exceptions again. Oh, because...
I think we should keep what was there.
Keep what was where? That's not where we're getting the reference problems. This is actually...
a different else.
Yeah, this is a different thing. Alright, let me just undo it and show what was there again. So, because there is a difference. So, the difference is when I hit play and we stop moving, the guy faces in the direction he was already facing in.
Which is good.
I evidently made a compiler error somewhere.
Yeah, there's no end quote. Or end bracket, I should say. What just happened there? What is happening?
Okay, nothing happened there. That was just I'm not worried about that.
So now when we move, he faces the same way.
No, he actually still faces.
No, he still rotates.
Did I not save? I might not have saved. I saved.
No, you saved.
Oh, it's because this is okay. So this actually was different before. So I'm changing it. I'm getting rid of it. It's totally extraneous at this point. Extraneous, inappropriate, and corrupt. Do you remember that? Ah! Thank goodness undo still works. They'll probably break that in the next version of Unity.
That's horrible.
All right.
Why in the world would they break?
All right. That's good enough for today.
Yes.
Save scene, save project. Oh, perforce. Per P4 thingy.
Apparently, it's buffering like mad for people.
Oh well.
YouTube.
Great.
Yeah, I noticed some weirdness with YouTube as well. They're buffering.
Wait, that's not the one. This is the one. All right.
All right, let's check it in though to perforce anyway.
All right. So, Mario Galaxy style game. We're gonna reconcile offline work. We're gonna reconcile. That looks good. Submit. That looks real good there.
Submit. Oh, you should have said submit in there.
I said it with my click. All right. All right. So that was an episode or something. That's not the right one. How do we do this? Just the face? I guess it's the face.
Just
hey,
the face.
It's my face. How's your face?
It's okay.
It is? No one's going to believe you. They don't see it.
I know.
All right. Well, his face is okay. You're going to have to take it on his word.
It's okay.
I'm not going to confirm or deny that his face is okay.
There will be a 2D Thursday, right?
Yes, there will absolutely be a 2-day Thursday this week, and it will be continuation on the Shooter project.
Okie dokie.
All right, so email me, pushypixels at pushypixels.com. Tweet me, at Dragfire. Buy Phil's game, Robot Alone, iOS. It's awesome.
Yep.
It's $1, right?
Yep. Yes,
okay.
it's $1.
It's $1.
You can follow me. You can email me if you'd like. Philip at protosoftworks.com. I forgot how to do what I'm supposed to do. And you can follow me on the Twitter, the Tweet Machine, the Twitter box, somatic thing. I don't know what to call it. It's Twitter. Whatever. I'm Magma on there, at Magma. You should donate to Pushy Pixels on the YouTube.
So I'm going to start kicking back into gear on the donator swag. I hit a major deadline milestone type thing at GDC. I was helping some folks on a project. And so we're done with that now. So a lot of my schedule opened up. So this weekend I'm going to be hitting up Justin to do some printing. So we should have more swag actually being shipped to people. I know that you guys have been waiting for a very long time, and I appreciate your patience. So, and thank you for joining us. And I'm going to be submitting another video probably tomorrow. I'm working on it right now with some GDC stuff, just a little overview thing. From my perspective, I'm sure there's probably better video out there, but I'm getting some practice.
Yeah, I think it's a good thing.
So, anyway, you guys have a great night, and we'll catch you on Thursday.
Catch you on the flip side on the Thursdays, homies. Have a good night.
Yes, have a good night. Let's just extend this as long as we stupidly can.
Okay, I could keep saying just words.
Yeah, I mean, well, we're gonna have to say words anyway. So
words.
So
get
so
this.
Metal Gear.
I'm gonna have to first of all, Willie wanted to show you this, the CSS3 animated solar system.
Oh, cool. Well, he made
neat.
an animated solar system. Very nice.
Pretty cool. And then I wanted to show you something. Apparently, on my birthday, I got a review. It was only 3 stars, and it's from Japan.
Whoa!
It's very much in Japanese for my game. So
I bet you it says something
interesting.
along the lines of, "This is a really crappy Puro cologne" or something.
I'm going to show you what it says.
Oh, okay.
But first, also, apparently right by my birthday, I was on the free top charts in Japan.
Oh, wow.
Which is weird.
That's really weird.
Okay, so
you didn't even call it Bird and Beans. I mean,
no,
they don't
I know.
Even